That's one of the craziest chains in hip-hop history. Might I say, it might be even the #1 chain ever that'll actually blind you if you look at it the wrong way. It's a hazard. Yo, what's up? It's Alex Moss. I'm with RapTV. You guys are in my diamond cave, and I'm about to show you guys some of the illest pieces I've ever made in person. Alright, so what you're looking at is Ice Spice's Opium Cross. This was gifted by Playboi Carti to Ice Spice, and it was debuted at the Super Bowl in 2024. The first time I worked with Carti, it was like right around after he just dropped his first self-titled album. So I know Carti a really long time. Like, we've been friends a really long time. I remember I was actually getting off a flight. I was actually on the flight and Carti was calling me and he said, yo, we gotta make this cross for Ice Spice. And I said, okay, cool. And so I sent him like 3, 4, 5 different design options, I remember. To be honest, me and Carti got a really good creative synergy. Like, he trusts me with my designs and my creative visions. So for example, in this case, he's like, yo, we gotta make this crazy cross for Ice Spice. So I just go back and I create some different designs for him to pick. And at the end of the day, for his projects, he has the creative control, you know, so he'll pick it. Yeah, so for Ice Spice's cross, we used black gold. We used pink sapphires. She popped it off crazy. The whole fit was fire. You ever seen? She was beside Taylor Swift. From what I understood, from that whole Super Bowl Ice Spice moment, the cross was kind of like the center of the attention. They got the message wrong with what it was. They're talking about she's not a devil worshiper. She's actually a really cool girl, so I don't know where they got that from. A piece like this, the value is really priceless because you can't just make yourself an opium cross. Carti got to okay it for you to get an opium cross. So this is the YBL Opium belt buckle set that we did for Playboi Carti, and it was debuted at ComplexCon 2025. One of the first projects that me and Carti worked on were these V-Long belt buckles that we iced out in this camel colorway. And so this was his idea. He wanted to reference those first belt buckles that we did together. And so we kind of did the YBL in the same colorway. We did one buckle and we did the opium in the other colorway. We did the other buckle. Like, if you look at it, it's like the cleanest, crispest diamond camel pattern you're ever gonna see. That piece we used white gold, blue diamonds, white diamonds, yellow diamonds, pink sapphires, purple diamonds, and rubies. To be honest, anything we do with opium or Carti is priceless. Never could be recreated. It's a one of one, nothing similar, nothing close, priceless. So this chain is the previous engagements. It was made for Drake and it was debuted in 2022 and he popped it off at Lil Baby's concert. That's one of the craziest chains in hip-hop history. Might I say, it might be even the #1 chain ever. Tell me a chain that's fucking with that chain. It'll actually blind you if you look at it the wrong way. It's a hazard. So I actually did at least 30 different designs before we picked this one. And when we landed on the design, we both knew instantly, like, nah, this is the one. This is the one. And then the whole actual journey started with making that chain. You know, it's a simple minimalistic style chain, but you guys gotta understand the value of this chain and the size of the diamonds. This isn't a little kid art project. It's a big fucking deal. So I guess the hardest part for me was actually making sure the manufacturing part of that was perfect. I mean, it's insane. It has crazy 10-karat stones all the way around. It literally looks like it's floating diamonds on your neck. Drake doesn't re-wear his chains. You ever notice that? So the fact that he keeps wearing this chain and he's kind of made it like his chain is kind of dope to me because he doesn't do that with any other jewelry. When I make something, shit across your mind, you might maybe wear it more than once. I mean, he kind of came out and said it's over 12 million. So I'm gonna just leave it at that and let you guys decide what you think is worth. So this is the Afterlyfe triple cross skull pendant that we made for Yeat, and this was debuted in 2023. That was actually the first piece that I ever made for Yeat. The Afterlyfe piece, which was a fucking banger. And with that one, he kind of gave me like the vibe of the album. And I came up with a few designs and that's the one he really fucked with. This one, I remember the biggest challenge was the eyes. That mechanism to switch it on and off. It looks like it's simple, but it's not. He got a lot of cool visuals. He has his own cool world, you know? So it's like, when he incorporates the jewelry in there, it's always hard. Like that 2093 chain we made was fucked. That was actually one of my concept drawings that I did, and I was like, yo, look at this crazy shit. This is like some futuristic, Matrix, dystopian, you know what I mean? Mad Max. And he's like, yo, that's fucking crazy. We gotta make that. So that's how actually the 2093 chain just came about. The value of the Afterlife piece, 2093 chain, I mean, you tell me, ever seen anything like it? It doesn't exist. The value, priceless. So this is the Dopey Dumb Rocky character that we did, and it was debuted at 2024 at Coachella. I was actually exhibited in the Natural Museum of History, and I had asked Rocky to give one of the pieces that we made together for the museum, and he felt like he didn't have like a playful character piece. So he said, we gotta come up with some sick shit. So he actually gave me the idea to do that. He gave me the drawing, gave me the art, and I just kind of, realized that I made it into a 3D piece, and we put it together for his Coachella set. The biggest challenge were the details. So for example, like his glasses, This piece is referencing his Rolling Loud outfit where he's wearing pearl glasses. And I literally made the miniature pearl glasses on this character. So those little details, I guess, would be the most difficult part, to actually reenact them and not just cop out and do like an hour or something. The value of this piece, ASAP Rocky, who doesn't fuck with anybody, priceless. So this chain is called the Bellhop pendant set. It's for Tyler, Creator, and it debuted in 2021. I had met Tyler years before this. I had met Tyler around 2018, 2019 with Carti. And Tyler is one of those unique clients. He's actually designing his own shit. Like, he's drawing it for me. Like, he's sending me drawings. So he sends me this rough idea of the Bellhop pendant, and then I actually turn into a 3D character. That character is super fucking detailed. The socks are a different color of diamond. That's how detailed it is. The buttons have diamonds in them. It's crazy. That was a really hard chain set to finish. This piece at the time was astronomical. It's still astronomical. It was a $500,000 set. This is the Almighty Loud chain. We made this for Keef, and it debuted last year in 2024. Oh, he's really a creative genius. He said, I want to make a Lincoln Loud piece. I said, but we gotta redesign this and redraw this up as Chief Keef Lincoln Loud. We put a bandana, I put Almighty there. We specifically referenced 50s G-Unit spinner in the eyes. Like, I make this shit look easy, but to have spinning eyes that work in a jewelry piece is really tough. This set, the Almighty Loud set, 500K. So this right here is the Hardstone Psycho character. We made it for Toliver in 2024. Don hit me up. He said we gotta go crazy for his album. I hear that all the time. But when he told me what he wanted to do with the character, I got excited. I'm like, this is fucking sick. Because the vibe was like a 90s old school wrestling toy. He showed me the drawing of the character, and again, kind of like Tyler's Bellhop piece, I kind of got to realize that into 3D. Like, it's a fucking crazy piece, the amount of diamonds and work and gold that goes into it. And then Don came up with an idea. He wanted to make kind of like a rosary choker last minute, like right after I finished it. Sometimes he wears it as a chain with the piece. Sometimes he wears it as a rosary with just the link dangling with the Hardstone logo clicked into my lock right in the front. Super dope concept he came up with. And the value of this piece, I mean, you heard the value of some of the other pieces, and this shit is crazy. It's bananas, it's bonkers. So you could just kind of do your own math and figure it out. But yo, my time's expensive. Thanks for coming to my workshop. I'm out.